Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a video I've thought about doing for a while and I finally got the time to do it. It's going to be on my lawnmower, specifically a zero-turn mower, and what I've done to it and different upgrades and stuff like that. So actually before we get into that and I show you the mower, this is my shed. If you haven't seen any of my videos, I've done quite a few videos now on building this thing and different stuff I've done to it. So I was thinking about doing like a shed tour video, but the more I thought about it, the more boring I thought. So I thought, hey, we're gonna be in the shed filming this video. So let's just do the tour here. It'll be real quick. Hold on. Out the door. Did do this overhang. Let's walk out here so we can see the whole thing. That's another little shed. This is the shed. This overhang is the whole length here is 24 feet, and then the overhang sticks out 16 feet, and then the shed is 12 feet. So you've got a 16 by 24 overhang and a 12 by 24 shed. I did do vinyl siding. I did do a video on that. I did a video on doing the shed and just the overhang and then just everything together. So let's hop up in here. Did put a regular door in here. Ran electrical, got lights. Oh, speaking of lights, if you're wondering, these lights up here are really nice and really bright. Got them on a separate switch, and this is the inside lights, outside lights, inside lights, outside lights. All right, you got it. I did get these in a pack of 4, and they can actually plug in together like I've got there. But I did get those from Amazon. Got all 4 for like 80 bucks. Really nice. I do like these better. These are the name evades me, but they're just about 4 feet long. And you can get them from Harbor Freight. Really nice. You can get one of these lights for $19.99. Ridiculous. Oh, wait, I said that wrong. They are $29.99. Most of the time, if you get coupons from Harbor Freight, you can get these for $19.99. I've gotten all these for $19.99. Oh, there's my lawnmower. But wait, we'll get to that. Hold on. All right, this is I have 2 sides. I have this side, and then I have this side. This side is 12 by 12. This side is 12 by 12. Hence, the whole shed is 12 by 24. This part over here, as you can see, there's like a opening here. All right, so I actually did this shed, just this shed. It was 12 by 12, and that was it. I did it real quick because I needed a place to put all my crap when I first moved out here. So didn't really do anything too significant in here. Just built a cheap shed, and I had to do that back then. I did it as cheap as I possibly could. All right, so it was 12 by 12. Then I got the idea to add on and make a 12 by 24 shed. While I was in the process of doing that, I was like, hey, let's put an overhang on it. So I did that, and that's how this whole thing came to be. Started as a 12 by 12 shed, and then turned it into a 12 by 24 shed with a 16 by 24 overhang on it. And I did do, put all these shelves up. Here's all my storage crap. The big reason in adding on to the shed in the first place was to get all the crap under my house out, because that was a big pain in the butt, having to go up under my house all the time, anytime I needed stuff. So I built this, got everything out of there, so now it's easy. I can just walk in here and grab what I need. All right, so that's the shed tour. I hope you liked it. Here is the mower. What this video is originally about. It is a Cub Cadet mower. It has a 54-inch deck on it. I love this mower. Haven't had any issues with it. I've had it for probably going on 3 years or so, and I've put over 100 hours on it. So it's a nice mower. I like it. I haven't had any issues with it. All right, so this is upgrades. These are not going to be in any particular order. I think we're just going to start at the front and move our way to the back. So up at the front, a lot of zero-turn mowers do not come with headlights. Some people would never have any use in putting headlights, but if you work late and you still got to cut grass and you come home and it's dark, that's the way to go. Also, they're good to have on there for anytime you need to get on this, even if you don't need to cut grass. Anything, I like having headlights on it. I have used them, not a whole lot, just a couple of times, but it's one of those things that it's not expensive. I mean, you can make it expensive, but it's not generally expensive to do it. You can do it yourself, and it's one of those things where if you don't have them and you need it, it sucks, but I mean, I'd rather have them on there and never need it, and I've needed it a couple of times and have been glad that I originally put those on there. So this mower does not come with headlights. I put some on, but that is the first thing on here. Upgrade, I recommend. If you don't have headlights already, I recommend popping those on. And I did install 2 switches here. These 2 switches here, they didn't come there. I actually put those in. So I hit those up on a switch. One thing that's not an upgrade, if you actually have this particular mower, see my deck pulleys right there? They have, here they are, these cover things on them. They're bolted right there. They're a huge pain in the butt. You're going to want to take those off. If you cut a lot of grass, those things completely fill up with grass. And it is a complete pain in the butt to get it off, or to get it out. Some people say, oh, we just take it off. Well, I don't want to do that every week when I cut grass. So I recommend just popping those bad boys off and just leave them off. It's a whole lot better. All right, back to the upgrades. Next thing we got is this 5-gallon bucket holder. I store crap in it, but mainly it's for trash. If I'm mowing anywhere, I cut my grass at my home, and then I cut my grass at my work at the shop. And trash is sometimes blowing around and stuff like that. So I made this whole thing, mounted it right on the side there, put a square tube and then thin metal and just wrapped it around just big enough for that bucket to sit on, and it sits on the lip right there. So I just put that there, so if there's a bunch of crap where I'm cutting grass, I can just get my handle out there, grabber, whatever you want to call it, get it, just toss it in the bucket, keep going. You can buy these. I didn't want to buy one because I could make my own, so I did. So that is that's another upgrade. That's nice having at least something like that. I mean, it ain't got to be exactly like that, but something like that is a good thing to have if you need it. If you cut a lot of grass, especially in different places, and there's sometimes stuff in the grass, trash or toys or whatever, that's a good thing to have. Moving on, next thing is your seat. This is not the seat that actually came on this. I actually got this from somebody. I think it came off of a Husqvarna. So I got it for free. So I was like, okay, that's nice, because the other one isn't that big and it didn't have armrests, and I had been wanting armrests. So I took the seat, took my other seat off, and then took the platform off and just made it work. I just took the seat, sat it on there, figured out where the holes needed to be, and bolted it right on there. I'm pretty sure you can get like conversion things or other seats that'll work on different mowers. So that is another upgrade that I like. I mean, some people won't really care about that, but I like that. That's another upgrade that I recommend you doing. Since we were here, I did install switches. When I first did this, I was wiring up the lights, and I went ahead and put 2 here. So this front one is lights, and then this one over here was nothing at the time. So I recommend, if you don't have auxiliary switches, to go ahead and put at least one on. You never know when you'll need it. But the second one came in handy when I put this thing on here. Before we get to that, this thing back here, I actually made this from scratch too. It was a rack, and made this before I got this, and was able to put stuff on there like weed killer in little cans and stuff like that. So that was nice. You can get like back racks or mower racks, whatever you want to call it, for a bunch of different mowers. They're always nice to have, whether you've got like something like this on it or not. And I really like it because you can use it for anything. And then if you have one of these, you can just strap it on there and go. So I recommend putting some kind of a rack somewhere on your mower to sit stuff if it didn't already come that way. The next thing is, if you are spraying weeds, you need to get one of those. I love having that. I can be cutting grass, cut all the grass, and if I need to spray weeds when I'm done cutting grass, I can just pop the gun off here, and while I'm sitting, don't even have to get up or move or anything. And as long as I've got weed killer in here, finish cutting grass, pop that off, flip the switch, which is wired to the motor on here, and just go around and start spraying weeds. So that is really, really cool to have or think about getting. Definitely recommend the rack of some kind. This, not so much. It's all going to depend on what you're actually doing, but that is really nice to have. And if you do get one, I highly recommend wiring a switch up there. It's going to make life a whole lot easier. All right, the last thing I've got on here is a hitch receiver. Now, this is pretty cool. I actually custom made this hitch, and I made it a while ago. It's I think this is a 1 7/8 ball, so I can hook just about anything to it. And then it's got another piece here, just simple with a hole to hook like a spreader or aerator up to. And then I have the hook right here if I need to pull something. So that's pretty cool to have. Custom made this. I actually made this for my four-wheeler that I had that I don't have anymore. But I made that for that, and then later on down the road after I got this, I found a couple of situations where it would be cool to hook my small trailer. I've got a 5x8 trailer that I could pull stuff, go around the yard with mulch and different stuff like that. So I actually custom made this hitch receiver. On this particular mower where these two bolts are, those holes were already there. I think it was for this muffler guard here. And these are the same screws. I just took those out, found where my holes needed to be, and popped the two holes in here. Figured out what size this needed to be to accept this hitch that I made, and just took the screws off, put it on there, and just bolted it. Really simple. Hopefully, if you want to do something like this, you have holes in the back that'll line up good like that. Otherwise, you're going to have to drill them, which isn't that big of a deal. But that's a cool thing to have, is a hitch receiver to pop a hitch in and be able to pull or tow a trailer or something. So that is all the upgrades. Some of them I recommend a whole lot more than others. But that's all the stuff I've done to my mower. Auxiliary switches, lights, bucket holder, new seat, weed killer sprayer. Well, I guess it's not a weed killer spray, it's a sprayer. You can put anything in there you want. But I recommend mounting that on there. Some kind of rack like that, and then the good old hitch receiver. So that is my mower and all the upgrades I've done to it. Woo. So, hope you like this video. Let me know if you like any of the stuff that I talked about, if you dislike the stuff that I talked about, if you think it's completely stupid. I don't care, I want to know about it. Let me know down in the comment section below. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do a bunch of videos like this. My channel is really about just a bunch of different stuff, anything I've got going on, project stuff like that. If I think it's cool, I'll do a video on it. So be sure to get subscribed, check all the other videos out. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.